A message, Lord.
Greetings, sire. Your stronghold awaits you. You see, because we're at a castle. There's a castle. You know what, don't worry about it. Nick here from Firefly Studios, and today we are at a beautiful 11th century Norman fortress called Leeds Castle, which, as you know, 11th century was exactly when our first game in the series was set. I'm here today in sunny southern England to tell you much more about our enhanced and upgraded definitive edition. This is, of course, a complete rework of the original Castle Simulator, released way back in 2001. A time of great RTS games, terrible fashion, and thankfully no killer AI, Stronghold DE is the perfect jumping on point for everybody and a love letter to old fans of the series. Our aim here is to give existing Strongholders like you the game you remember playing as a kid with all the extra features that you always wanted. New players, meanwhile, get that cult classic RTS that they never knew they needed in their lives, with the addition of new modernised gameplay and visuals.
Off we go!
Here today we'll be elaborating on many of the features teased in our recent reveal trailer. There's also a pretty awesome announcement right at the end of the video, so please watch through the whole thing, stick with us, and find out more then. So let's get started, and there really is no better place to begin than with the game's awesome new visuals. Just like our developers back in '99, the original Stronghold was a gateway to the weird and wonderful world of medieval England. And while millions of you are still enjoying the original game on Steam and GOG, we have long wanted to crack open the digital archives and realise the full potential of the original source artwork. Inspired by the stellar work done by our RTS peers, all artwork in the game has been remade, from landscapes and resources to units and buildings. And to ensure authenticity as well as improvement, the art team, which includes talented developers from both Stronghold 1 and 2, will be using the original source assets as their starting point. So whether you're speedrunning the original campaign or battling the wolf for the very first time, we hope that players enjoy building new armies with the artist's original vision fully realised. In addition to this, there will be improved animations and renders and many other things across the board, allowing you to be fully immersed in the characters that you know and love. Single player is the heart and soul of Stronghold, and in DE, we want those same sieges and battles to be full of more life, detail, and yes, Vuzel factor than ever before. You'll finally be able to see the rat in higher definition, whoever is into that. While the original 2 military and economic campaigns will be there in all their glory, we know that players expect more from a definitive edition, which is why we're adding a new narrative campaign. Designed by Firefly founders Simon and Eric, and I'm delighted to say, narrated by a Stronghold voice actor, this new narrative campaign will feature 14 missions and be available at launch. Battling the villainous rat and pig, you'll march across the devastated English hinterland in search of Sir Longarm's captured kin.
A trap! Our advance party was mown down like animals!
This is before venturing beyond the story into our second piece of single-player content, a castle trail, which essentially is a Crusader trail but with historical castles, like this one. We hope you enjoy the new campaign and trail just as much as we have loved returning to the characters and setting that made us as a studio. So while our plans for DE began with a new campaign and story, we know that true longevity belongs with a robust multiplayer experience. So let's talk about that. For the first time ever, this new definitive edition will give Stronghold full Steam multiplayer and workshop support. With the original game and later HD edition, you would either need to use Game Ranger or Direct Connection in order to besiege your friends. Which, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, is not how I want to spend my Saturday night.
Very good.
You can cut that off. Soon, however, you'll have full Steam multiplayer integration, getting you into a game in just a few clicks. So come release, it'll be easier than ever to set your best friend's peasants on fire. And ultimately, that's what we're about here at Firefly, burning little peasants to a crisp.
You are truly the cruelest tyrant in the kingdom, your lordship.
Alongside this, we'll have full Steam Workshop support, giving you instant access to hundreds of awesome maps made by our amazing community. So prepare to defend and besiege famous castles like Helm's Deep, King's Landing, and this fine Norman fortress behind me right now. So while the new visuals, extra single-player content and Steam multiplayer are definitely our headline features, there's much more, and we'll be getting into that in the months leading up to launch. Series Maestro Robert L. Uvino will be giving us a higher fidelity soundtrack. There'll be toggles and customizations based on individual features, improved UI, and crucially, changes based on your feedback. We hope you're looking forward to the game, and if you are, please do wishlist it on Steam ahead of its release on November 7th. But wait, there's more. We actually have one more announcement to make today, which is that you can play our Definitive Edition demo right now on Steam. To get involved, all you need to do is head over to our Steam store page right now, get your hands on the full demo, and then let us know what you think. With DE, we want to do things a little differently, which begins with getting the game into your hands as fast as possible and gathering that feedback ahead of launch. So when you boot up the Definitive Edition demo, please play it, build a castle, have fun, wishlist, tell your friends, but also please give us feedback. We are committed to building the future of the series with you, and that starts right here with Stronghold Definitive Edition.